So I'm coming out here to shoot for you guys some reference photo so that we can kind of explore the idea of figures and urban sketching and context and background, horizon line, and so on and so forth. I have here brought my big toy, the bazooka, and well, let's go. I went out there over my precious lunch time. It took about an hour or so, and I took a lot of photographs, and these are the edited version of the photographs that I'll be using in the next I'm hoping 10 videos, not maybe in the next videos, but there'll be a series of videos on tips to sketch believable figures, urban sketcher style. This is the first video, and I'm going to use one of the photo, and I'll be putting the reference photo linked down in the description below. You will be able to use it for your own tutorial and try. But of course, nothing beats going out there looking at the real life situation and scenario and sketch it from by observing. But of course, before you have the skills to be able to do that, it's always helpful to pick up some of the basic skills to sketch figures, and then you will not be so frustrated when you're out there doing urban sketching with figures thrown in. So let's start with tip number one. Tip number one basically says, start with the outline. You're going to try to target, as this person is pushing the cart, you want to get to the outline as fast as possible right here. And then you fill in the detail once you get into the outline. Well, the worst case is that you have the outline, you don't have the details. Once you get to the detail, you fill in the shadows, and finally you start to color. Of course, I'm using Procreate, which is a digital app on iPad, to illustrate this, but it is the same thing if you're going to use your watercolor sketchbook with watercolor thrown in. It will not be any different in terms of the approach. So let me summarize the approach. The first thing you want to do is, once you have decided your target for your urban sketching of the figure, you quickly outline it like so. This is the first base you want to get to. Once you get to this base of the outline, you only then fill in the details. It is always important to get the outline first, then the details, because once the person has moved away, you can kind of guess the detail or even lose some of the detail. It doesn't matter. Then you put in the shadows and some of the forms, trying to sculpt three-dimensional feel for the figures, and then only you put in the colors, because at that point the person is probably not going to be there anymore, and all you need to do is to use some imagination to finish the job. It's a very simple tip. You can use this photograph to do a try run, and then I want you to go out there into the real world and observe figures and sketch them into your sketchbook. Do as many as you can over the next week or so, and then practice. You should be able to bed down the outline very quickly. If you can get the outline down in, say, 1 minute, you're doing a very good job. But of course, with practice, you can get it down even faster than that. Maybe even in one stroke, one line of drawing. So I hope this tip helped you in some way. I wish you all health. Stay safe wherever you are. This is Whee Teck out for today.